Well, hey guys, what's up? It's Jess here with 3G Video, and today you get to see an epic journey across nations halfway around the world trying to make it to a drag and drive event in time. It's absolutely insane, and we also get to see some crazy changes to Benny that were done while I was in New Zealand. So let's go and get started with today's video. Alright guys, we are headed away from New Zealand. Last day. This is wild, but we got a long trip ahead of us. It's going to be good, and we're going to be getting on to the circuit here. We're leaving at 1 o'clock on Tuesday. I have to be at the circuit Thursday evening, so this is going to be a tight turnaround. Guys, come on for the journey. Alright guys, last trip, and before we get off of the island, I've got to make sure to get some snacks. Dad's kind of sad to leave here.
Yeah,
obviously, it's
yeah. Done a little crying already. Yeah, have to leave, but
it's hard because we get to go home, which is good, but we also, you know, we have to leave. So it's kind of mixed emotions. But gotta get some snacks for the boys. They've been asking in the comments, so gotta make sure to get those snacks for them. Kind of a surprise because I haven't actually told them we're doing it. So see if we can go in and find something cool from New Zealand that we can't get at home. All right, so Paul's dropped us off here. A lot of New Zealand's shops and such are just like little small shops, little groceries and stuff, like old school America, but they don't have their big supermarkets and stuff as much. There are some, but they aren't nearly as big. So let's go in and see what snacks we can find. All right, so we found the candy aisle. I'll get some cherry ripes, some pixie caramel things. I know they're gonna see something. Oh, what is this?
I've never seen these before.
Cruelly Whirly. Okay, we're gonna get a couple of those. Moro.
Let me see here.
Okay, so we got some snacks. Sorry if you saw something down here that you wanted. Too bad. Okay, we have acquired snacks for the boys. We are good to go on the plane now. Okay, first leg, we are going from Wellington to Auckland. Nice easy flight on an A380, and then we will get swapped over onto the big plane, get back into the US from there. So, getting all situated, had to get through security and everything. Checked like everything today, so that was kind of interesting. We've been on a lot of planes here recently, and today was a little more strenuous. It's fine, we're all good. So, let's get in the air. Back in the U.S. All right, well, we are back in the U.S. So we're gonna go through customs real quick, but we got our fast passes, so hopefully that'll work out really well. Fingers crossed. Okay, well, we made it to Houston, and we had to run through the terminal and make our connecting flight. I didn't film anything, I'm sorry, but man, it was close. We made it on our last flight to get to Indy, to stay in the same day. Auckland to Indy, or actually Wellington to Indy, same day. We left Wellington at 4:45. This flight right now is leaving at 4:45, same day, same time. It's kind of trippy. We went over the international date line, but we'll get home around 8, a little after 8, and then we'll be good. Alright guys, well we are back in Indy. It is a bittersweet moment. You know, it's like we're back home, which is great. We get to take a little bit of time to rest, a little tiny bit before we hit the road for the next event and getting out to the circuit. But it's also one of those things like, didn't really want to come home from New Zealand, so gotta balance that all out. But we made it safe, so 3 flights down today, all in one day, 20 hours of travel. Pretty insane. So all right guys, so we got in last night and just kind of threw some bags in and went to bed. I slept for 14 hours straight. It is 1 o'clock, well, it's a little after 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I found out I need to get my car packed so we can head out in the morning to get down to the circuit. Weird time difference there, 20 hours of flying and traveling, and it only accounted for like 3 hours at home, which is mind-boggling. But the entire time that we've been gone down to New Zealand, my buddies have actually stole my car to get some work done to it. Now, it's not stuff on the outside, but a lot of stuff got done. I'm going to send it over to Bryce.
Alright, so you guys saw us push Benny in on the time lapse. We got the driver's side window out, so I pulled out the window regulator. We're going to be welding up some cracks in the metal there, and Sai's going to knock that out.
Well guys, there's my car. Now we do have some weather coming in, so I actually got to get him sorted pretty quick before the storm comes in. If you notice, I got the new badge in there. Now I need to trim paint a lot of this and paint that, and there's a lot of cosmetic things that I need to get done to this car that hopefully the next month we're going to do. But from the outside, they did lose a couple hubcaps, so we're going to get that figured out. So if you see me in the next couple trips, that's what happened there. It's okay. We'll get that sorted. But let's check inside. So first off, the door handle is a lot easier to open. So they got that fixed. Used to you had to like really work at it. So that's awesome. And then I do know some of the stuff. So they got this welded up. The whole this whole frame used to kind of like flop around. So this was cracked. This was cracked. That's awesome. Now I do think I heard something about them working on the window. So got the window here. Oh, it cranks up all the way by itself. That is nice. Sweet. All right, so one of the biggest differences, oh, there's a heater box. So look, we got a vent that goes up on the top. We got a vent there, and then a heater box with nubbins here. That's cool. Now I did talk to Bryce. He did tell me that this was going on. Did not have enough hosing to get to these, so we just got 2 of the open ones. We'll get that figured out at some point. But Benny has a heater now, so that's huge. And then got some goodies back there. All right, well, we're coming in the back, and we got Mr. Scoot here. Everything's still pretty packed in here. Hey, look, Bryce left me some extra lights, so we're gonna put those on for extra lighting, obviously. Pretty sick. I want to make some different covers for this that have like a 3G video logo on there, because when you have the cover on, you can turn them on and it'll like shine through the white. I think that'd be really cool. And then ooh, there's something back there, metal. Let's see what that is. All right guys, well, a lot of the stuff that goes in the topper is down here because they had to take the topper off to get it into the garage. Look at this. If you guys know what that is, you're gonna know this is gonna be sick. Okay, cool. We got a Hemi hood scoop for Benny. That's pretty dope. All right, now this is gonna look sick. I'm actually gonna probably tilt it back a little bit, make that look really awesome. Can't do that before this trip, and I got some more things we're gonna be doing with the hood. So I think this is gonna turn out really cool. Now, if you noticed, why did they have the back wheels off to lose those? Well, because this is something that they told me we were getting done. We actually have new lower control arms and new bushings in the uppers. So the uppers and lowers are taken care of. New bushings, which actually push the rear end up a little bit, which is good because that solids everything up so we can take this thing drag racing at some point and not break the rear end. All right, so our drive shaft angles here are a little aggressive, so I'm still gonna have to fix those at some point, but I got a plan for that, and we're gonna do that after probably Carolina drag cruise. I have a lot of plans for this car that we're gonna be doing after Carolina drag cruise, hopefully making it look a lot better on the outside, doing some cosmetic things, and then making it drive even better as well. So definitely getting a lot of those little things that just gonna like add up to make it feel a lot better, have the interior back, hopefully get some door panels, maybe make a dashboard at some point, I don't know. Kind of get it all contained and make it just feel a little bit better, ride better, and just be a good rig. It already is. It's done me really well. I think we should be able to show it some love, make it look a little better, and also make it drive better. So I love this car. All right, now it's time to get the thing packed so we can head out in the morning. All right, well, I got everything loaded in Benny, and then we went ahead and got some gas, got my food and everything for the whole weekend already set last night. Big storm came in, had to wait to get everything finished up this morning, and we are ready to hit the road. We got 9 hours of driving to get down to Tulsa. I'm supposed to be there in 9.5 hours, so cutting it a little close. There's a pre-party thing tonight. We'll see. If we're late, but we're just gonna cruise, have a good time, make some time, get across the country. All right, guys, well, we've been driving for about an hour, and car crossed over 20,000 miles on the build with this engine in it. A message on Messenger about the circuit that they're actually gonna have to postpone it. First time I think I've ever seen a drag and drive do that, but I completely understand why. It's one of those things, it stinks. Obviously, we've already been on the road for an hour, we've been rolling, but at the same time, there's supposed to be tornadoes, hail, and some really, really bad storms rolling through next week, and by next week, like tomorrow and the day after, during our drive sessions when we should be racing and doing all that, and it's just not worth putting everybody in danger like that. Race cars and lives in danger with tornadoes. I completely understand why they had to do that, but it stinks, you know. It's one of those things, like, we've already been driving this far, we're already on the road, got everything ready to go, we're ready for an event, and it's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna have to turn back around. At least I caught it only an hour away from home, so I got a quick hour jaunt back to the house, and I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with my weekend. All right, guys, well, it was definitely unfortunate to see what happened with the circuit, not being able to get to it and have an event, but they are rescheduling, and I'm going to have the dates and all that at the end of this next segment, and we're going to go through a little montage kind of tribute thing to what last year was, looking forward to what's going to happen this year. Michael puts on a great event every year, so I'm excited to see what he does with this year and a little bit of extra time to get some stuff planned. It's going to be an epic event, but let's go check out last year, see what we're looking for next year. As always, thank you guys for being here. Have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you guys next time.
How you doing, Vernon?
This is cool.
I'm gonna total the front end of my car.
Well, thank you guys for watching this iteration of the 3G Video YouTube channel.
We'll see you nerds later.